Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Life is Strange. When we left off last time, we finished episode 1, so let's hop right into episode 2 out of time. To the girls' dormitories. Now we were up at the lighthouse with Chloe. We told her about our ability. She's buying it because it started snowing. Hopefully this is going to start us at the same day because we need to meet Kate for tea. We told her that we would, and I really do want to connect with her and see what the deal is with her and Chloe's stepfather.
In the previous episode of Life is Strange.
Get away from me, psycho! No!
Oh, and we get a previous episode recap.
What the fuck?
But he could be talking about photography.
So there's our girl Kate that we need to talk to. There's the principal who ended up being really disappointing.
What do you want, Max?
We confided in him about the gun that Nathan Prescott had, and he didn't take us seriously at all.
Warren, this is between you and me.
Don't insult me. Max, go on.
But we didn't get a chance to tell Warren yet.
Max? Chloe?
It makes perfect sense I'd see you today.
Welcome home, Max.
That's Rachel Amber. Her missing person posters are all over Blackwell.
Because Chloe's been
6
putting them
months
up.
ago, she just left Arcadia. Without a word. Without me. Something happened to her.
Wait, is that grass? Tell me the truth.
This guy.
That's an order.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado.
Max, tell me everything.
Alright, let's jump in here. Okay, yep, choose wisely. Let's get to the game. Well, what if I don't want to snooze? Then I guess we're snoozing. No, that means it's a different day. What about Kate? We didn't blow off Kate, did we? Max, we gotta check on Kate. Wake up, wake up. What does that say? Exploring time? Sleeping with no blanket. I mean, I guess it was 80 degrees before it started snowing. I don't know, even in the midst of summer, I gotta have a blanket. It's not that I'm cold or anything, it's just something about, I don't know, I'm not comfortable unless I got a blanket.
No amount of rewind will keep me clean. I still need a shower.
And we'll do that, but, well, what about Kate? I'm really worried now.
Mrs. Hoyda is still out sick. I heard somebody say she has severe depression. Poor thing.
She's AP English teacher, eh? Let's see, what else do we have? Language of photography, algebra, the art of science, science lab, photography lab, media lab, music lab, math lab. Alright, all kinds of interesting stuff. Stop going so fast. Alright, you there, hippie? What about that fucking snow? What about your new power? Or have you gone back in time and figured it out? I can't go back that far, smartass, and I need your help. Like when you told Step Dork it was your weed. But for reals, guy. For reals, we need to talk. We're eating ass buster breakfast at Two Whales, my treat. Sold, it's good to have a menu. Well, we did say we wanted to go do the Two Whales, and maybe we can visit Chloe's mom. Got a Bailmaster breakfast is a go. Are you there, Mad Max? Oh, like I said, always for you. Smile, 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 smile. No emoji. Frowny face. That is a pretty decent response to that. Meet me at the diner in 40. I'll be there. Do not be late, or I'll know time is not on your side. Don't get high like in my room. On my way. You are evil. 40 minutes or else. Alright. But what about Kate? Yeah, I'll be free after 4. Well, we stood her up. Wait. You okay? Do you want to get tea later? Be free after 4. On 9:25. And then 10:07 is when she said thanks again for helping me. Wait. I'm missing something with these dates here. Oh, Mom sent us something too. Oh, Max, your principal sent me an email. Okay, we told her about that. We read that one, the tall tales. Hey, honey, I hope you didn't forget to water the plant we gave you, but don't drown it either, Mommy. She took the time to text me that? Alright.
Even with all this crazy shit going on, it is so cool having Chloe back in my life again. Like no time has passed.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are reconnecting and being friends again.
Good morning, Clothes. I hope you slept well. Now, shall I give you my Gucci shirt with the Vuitton jacket?
Alright, I guess we will need our shower supplies.
Just because some ass pranked a girl's shampoo bottle and her hair fell out, we have to safeguard our toiletries. So, summer camp.
Oh, grab hold.
Okay, Max, let's hit the showers now.
Not quite yet. We're still looking around, see if there's anything new here.
Uh-oh. I wonder if I'll ever wear a watch again.
Well, I mean, it'd still be useful. I don't know, I guess I suppose I don't wear a watch. I just use my phone to tell what time it is. But then, to be fair, I've got a metal allergy, so even like the little bit of metal, the tiny little bit of metal on the clasp of most watches,
Would Man
it'll
Ray
give
call
me
themselves your
hives.
fortress?
It'll like break out, and it'll itch. It's really obnoxious. So I suppose if I was more in the habit of wearing a watch, I
I'll
probably
miss
would wear a
going
watch
to
if
the
I
games
weren't
with my
allergic.
dad. Go Thunderbirds. Now I have to wonder if
If any of these films are based on a true story, huh? She just kind of cut out there. You all right? Okay. Let's water the plant. Oh, I suppose I should
drink
have
up.
looked to see if it
It's
needed
got
it.
electrolytes. Good morning, Lisa. Your leaves are lovely today. I may not have a green thumb, but I have a green finger.
All right,
This picture will capture this crazy historic moment in my life.
go for it.
No smiling. Take your power seriously.
A very serious picture in her pajamas. All right, what else we got?
I could rewind for days and read all of these books.
The Moron's Guide to
Will I
Time Travel.
really find any insight into my power? That's the only tourist picture I let them take. That was a good hockey
Oh,
game.
yeah, we looked
Man,
at all
Kristen
these.
and Fernando were so drunk hanging on the Fremont Troll.
What about up here?
I can't keep my eyes open, but I know there's a scientific answer.
The deer. What if I'm one of Hawking's fabled time tourists? Even though he once made fun of time travelers, now he believes it's a possibility. Or he's still fucking with us. He's a genius imp. Time is like a river. Bullshit, I'm drowning in time. My head hurts after longer rewind and thinking about this now. Giant frog. We got a picture of a deer. Take a giant step backward for mankind. Schrodinger's cat could exist in 2 different time zones. Hello, time kitty. Quantum entanglement. Energy disperses as particles reach equal distribution. This means that time has a fragile foundation. Nothing is written in stone. What about the tornado? The law of thermodynamics can obviously be broken, so no rules, only guidelines. Time is like an arrow. Newton, burn your clock. Or is it like 2 arrows at the same velocity hitting 2 targets independent of each other, leading to 2 different results? What the hell am I writing? And why are you pasting it all up on your room? Does this really help you to sort it out, Max? Rewind only limited by time itself. Right now I only have enough time to go back a certain amount of time. Irony or evolution? Maybe I have to do time exercises now. It just seems like an exceptionally odd thing to put up on your wall, but that's okay. Let's take a peek at the laptop here. What do we got?
Warren is blowing up my inbox now. As long as he helps me figure this out.
Hey, Max, the doctor is in the house. I've been thinking long and hard about your weird request. I just sent you a bunch of physics and science links, and without further ado, here's a few time travel films you must see. I'll send more as they come to mind. The doctor expects a full explanation for your newfound chrono interest. The Time Machine, the 1960 version. Fun early steampunk sci-fi, and Morlock's faces melt. Primer, lo-fi time travelers in Dallas. Brilliant. I'll explain it to you after you watch it. Time After Time. H.G. Wells uses his time machine to chase Jack the Ripper to modern-day San Francisco. Super cool and clever. Pulp Fiction. Serious. The switching between timelines gives a good basic outline of relativity, plus Uma. Somewhere in Time. Big cult around this romantic sci-fi written by Richard Matheson. The best kind of chick flick. You'll cry like a baby. I did. Time Slip. You can borrow my copy of this awesome Japanese flick, or we can watch it together. Sonny Chiba and his soldiers end up back in samurai days, basically tanks versus ninjas. And Time Cop. Jean-Claude Van Damme does the splits on a kitchen counter in his underwear. Need I say more? That's all the time I have now, as I do have actual quantum physics to plow through, and not your fun Back to the Future homework that I never get. Now that you've discovered the art of science, I expect to see you in the lab more as well. I could always use a new partner in time. Get it? Don't hit, I'm leaving. Doctor Who? All right, Warren.
This is so insane, it sounds logical to me.
Join the Chrononauts. Time travel is not just a science fiction. History has recorded numerous cases of individuals who have managed to bend all rules of the space-time continuum. Or the time-space continuum, sorry. The present dilemma is that those who can navigate temporal dimensions are rightly reluctant to reveal themselves due to the impact of public and government scrutiny. Nations around the world have spent literally billions of dollars trying to build, in top secret, their own version of a time machine. If it's all top secret, how do they know? Thankfully, this is not a case where infinite revenue equals control of the infinite, or you might not be reading this website at all. This is where the Chrononauts enter the picture. Max, you can't take this seriously. This is ridiculous. It's clear based on the vast scientific information that time travel is only applicable on a person-by-person basis, not driven nor dominated by any one particular physics or thermodynamic calibration. For this reason, we have created a forum where past, present, and future time travelers can share tips, ideas, and experiences to guide those navigating the rocky seas of time. Hence our moniker, the Chrononauts, brave, solitary adventurers on an infinite voyage. Register within the forum and step into a river of time without fear of being swept away. That seems really ridiculous, Max. I don't know if you want to mess around with that.
This wormhole thing makes total sense, but doesn't explain how I can do what no scientist ever has.
Welcome to the wonderful world of the wormhole, a term lazily overexploited in science and science fiction. For neophytes, visualize a wormhole like an invisible tunnel from one end of space to another. Thus, if wormholes exist, time travel is possible and probable. The human trick is to discover the means or device needed to link and traverse both ends of this time tunnel. Einstein's theory of relativity posits that this is within the realm of theory, while a new generation of physicists hopes to develop an actual working model of this fascinating space-time conundrum. Inside Wormhole are links and articles relating to the most recent developments of this fluid theory. Alright? Okay, and that just gives us a different view.
I would say this is some crazy shit, but now I'm not so certain. Should I sign?
Why are quantum physicists trying to control time? As you read these words, physicists and scientists around the world are using taxpayer-funded government programs to shatter our notions of time and space, potentially altering the course of history itself. For example, Australian researchers are using photons to simulate quantum particles as they travel through time itself. Even though quantum time mechanics is a very recent theory, first predicted in 1991, it has caught fire within the scientific community, who eliminated ethics and morality from their dangerous experiments. It's an I-sign petition. Is this a petition to petition against quantum physicists trying to control time?
And I thought I was into Halloween. Dana is not messing around here.
Ghoul Days Halloween Party. Bring it, Blackwell bloodsuckers. Next to prom night and big football, my favorite time of year is the annual Ghoul Days Black Halloween Party. Picture me busting a thriller zombie move. Principal Wells has given us almost carte blanche to decorate the halls and gym within taste and safety, so I want every student to be scared shitless when they walk to their classes. I know y'all have tons of homework as I do, but let's make this a Halloween that Blackwell will never forget. The decoration committee meets in the gym at 3:30 next Wednesday, October 10th. This gives you plenty of time to not have any excuses for flaking, and if you don't show up to help haunt the halls, the boogeyman will get you. Let's show Blackwell our ghoul power. Pleasant screams, Dana of the dead. Well, perhaps we'll be able to have the option to go and help her. It could be interesting. Anything interesting in the drawer?
It would be fun to get some peeps together and play a real game instead of drama games.
Mystic enchantment cards. Are those meant to be like tarot cards, but they were nervous about making it actually tarot for some reason? The game developers? What do we got here?
Cartier-Bresson, Doisneau, Hamilton.
Yeah, we know about that.
The greatest.
Go
I
ahead.
am so not a rebel. I always like my bed to be neat and tidy. Thanks, Mom.
Max, I don't think whether you spread your bed or not determines if you're a rebel, so don't worry
Max
about that.
Caulfield Photo Memorial Wall.
Alright, and that's just the same as last time. Oh, what else have we got? Oh, hey! The journal. Okay, and this is where we left off last time, after we'd dumped paint on Victoria, who didn't look like the Queen Beacha Blackwell, just a lonely girl as confused as me. I knew I had to find out if she was okay. She was actually nice and apologized. She even deleted the picture she took of me off her phone, so maybe there's hope for the future. More high school drama. Juliet wouldn't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexting Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop, and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course, I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop. Alright, what do we got next? What the fluff? Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind it all, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, but we said nasty things about Victoria, and I think it definitely made her feel better. And now we know from seeing at the very end of episode 1 that it's to do with some kind of pregnancy test that we completely missed. And it's irking me that I didn't get that, because now there's this little element of the story we're not going to have. But I missed it. It's my fault. We're going to continue on. We talked about Warren, and Dana implied he likes me. You. Oh, I started about this before, so now I do know exactly how she feels about it. He does like you. He really does, Max. It's very clear. And if you don't like him back, I mean, you're not obligated to like him back. He's just a friend, but it is kind of awkward for her if he's obviously hoping for more and she's really not into it. We'll have to see how that plays out. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me, so I better learn how to use it right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madsen hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear everything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy can do is point fingers. I got so pissed I went over to stop him from being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual, but I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that somebody stood up for her, and I did that without using my rewind power. Well, actually, we did use rewind, because first we tried taking a picture and didn't like the outcome, but that's okay. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. In this case, though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his new retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got all up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck, my former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, WTF. Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. Earned his man card? Ugh, Max. I owe Warren big time. Yes, you do, because he took a beating for you, and you guys just abandoned him. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock I was almost paralyzed, especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck, listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. So I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots, and I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self, cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I explored her room to play catch-up on what she was into these days. I'm an other one. Look at that, utterly outrageous. I really like otters. They're probably my favorite animal. They're adorable. Then I found a photo of Chloe with Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel, and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude. Probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a whole mini surveillance setup of Chloe's house with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his own home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed, and she realized that I had saved her life. Even though it could have gone the other way, she was so happy like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up the tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty, just a bit. That's when Chloe's stepfather showed up, and it was David Madsen. I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns. Then shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. I couldn't take it, considering she almost died that morning, and I stepped out and said it was my weed. David tried to threaten me, but Chloe was awesome and threatened him. He backed out of there quick. Chloe was so touched, I took the blame. Of course, she did steal one of David's guns and waved it around like an idiot. Too much firepower for this girl to encounter in one day. Or one life. Fortunately, Chloe and I decided to get out of there and catch up on our exploring, like best friends. So Chloe and I ended up at the lighthouse, watching the sunset. Chloe was mellow and told me more about David and his uber paranoia at school and home. It all made sense. But I wanted to know why Chloe was in that bathroom with Nathan Prescott. She told me he deals drugs, and she wanted to blackmail him to pay off some big loan. It's so strange where our lives have gone since the last time we hung out when we were 13. Then I had another nightmare, or duskmare. I was right back at the lighthouse in a storm, except this time I was following a ghostly deer until I got to the edge of the cliff. I could see the tornado destroying everything in its path, and again I could feel the cold sting of the rain. The lighthouse was crumbling, and I felt so helpless watching the tornado move towards the town. Then Chloe snapped me out of the dream, and I told her what I saw. And as if to make the day end on another unusual note, snow started falling from the sky in the warm sunset. It felt so weird, ominous, and beautiful all at once, especially standing there with my best friend. And on that positive thought, I have officially earned a great night's sleep. Okay, and then this is back to the beginning. So that's... Alright, let's take a look. October 1st. Alright, so October 7th is when everything happened. So then what was that? Where do I want to go? Oh, I do want to look at those. There we are. Okay, so... Did you want to get tea later on September 25th? And what do we have here on September 25th? Nothing. So we went to get tea and she didn't even write about it. Okay. Alright, let's look at our pictures here. Max. Right. My name is Max Caulfield, and ever since I was a little kid I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I've always seen the world through my own lens finder. Maybe it's a way for me to be part of the world, but at a safe distance. For some reason, I was always drawn to old analog camera gear rather than digital tech. I love all kinds of styles and techniques, but for me, the instant camera selfie is the one I love most. I don't care if people make fun of me or not. I'm in great company, right? And now I've come all the way back to my childhood home to study photography at Blackwell Academy, a private school for 12th grade seniors. On a scholarship, even. I originally left behind Chloe, my best friend forever, at least until I left without talking to her once in 5 years, and it feels so weird to be back here without seeing her yet. So I'm 18 now, an official adult, even though I don't always feel so wise or mature, and I'm ready to begin a whole new life here with retro camera at my side. Now we have Mark Jefferson. Not only is Mark Jefferson one of the best photographers in the world, he's also my teacher, and one of the reasons I wanted to come to Blackwell. How often do you get to be mentored by one of your inspirations? I've always loved his deco and goth style, and he's so versatile with all of his incredible print and advertising work. Still, Jefferson can be a bit condescending. He's pretty hip for his age, but kinda aloof and sometimes pretentious. He has this smug smile when he thinks he's right. But I do think he's preparing us for how tough it is to be a full-time artist. He acts like he understands my own work and obsession with analog images. He really wants me to enter a photo in this Everyday Heroes contest, but I've done a good job of avoiding that. The winner gets to fly to San Francisco to represent Blackwell Academy and get national exposure. I'd like to think my work could be good enough to win, and I'm honored Jefferson even bugs me about the contest. The principal. I can't figure out where Principal Wells is coming from. For some reason, he seems to be suspicious of me at all times. Who knew I was that much trouble? He wanted to know why I was zoning out in the halls. I started like a fool. He has so much power over my scholarship, I get uber nervous around him. I've seen him laughing with other teachers and students, so I know he must have a problem with me. He also seems a little stressed out. I would be too if I had to oversee Blackwell and all its drama. I thought I smelled alcohol in his breath, but that could have been his cologne, right? But I remember my first meeting in his office, and he was so nice, it made me feel like I was becoming part of a special world. He said he hoped I would become a great photographer and someday return the favor to Blackwell. I thought that was a bit of wishful thinking, but it made me feel good. I just need to lay low around him until I can somehow gain his trust. I knew if I gave Warren my phone, he would blow it up for science. He wants his flash drive back after letting me borrow it for less than a week. He told me to watch everything because he has tons of cool TV shows and films on there. Thank God it wasn't porn, and I am thankful for Warren. He's like a real friend. He's like a real friend, but not actually a real friend. And we share a lot of the same interests. He loves science, but he really understands art and appreciates great photography. Even though he says he loves my pictures, I can't tell if he's just being nice. Warren is a geek, but he definitely lets you know where he stands. I don't think he would ever lie to me. It feels good to have at least one strong ally the same age here, and he makes me smile. Then there's Chloe Price. What do you say to your best friend after 5 years of silence, after finding out you saved her life in a bathroom? Nothing. I feel so lame for not staying in touch, or even text. I have no idea how to process seeing Chloe like this again. For one thing, she looks so similar but so different. She's all grown up now, but it doesn't seem like she's only 1 year older than me. Oh, is she? I knew that. I absolutely love her blue hair and punk clothes. It makes sense she would become a rebel. She still kind of looks like a pirate, except one who stage dives. I know she's angry with me because of her body language. I'm glad I can still see the old Chloe in there. Or is that the young Chloe? I'm sure she's still messed up about her dad dying. I would be too. It was a terrible time for Chloe and Joyce. I feel bad because I wonder if I was happy to move away just to avoid the grief. Speaking of grief, it's clear she's all mixed up with Nathan Prescott's shit. I have no idea what's going on between them, but I'm going to find out no matter what. I've forgotten if I've ever seen Kate Marsh smile or laugh in the past month. She's really sweet and nice, even though the other students make fun of her abstinence campaign. Even if they act immature, everybody at Blackwell are seniors, not high school freshmen. She gets a lot of shit, in fact. I know she's involved in a lot of religious groups, but she doesn't preach to me, so I don't care. But she's been extra quiet and introverted the past couple weeks. She looks like she's in zombie mode. I wish I could help her, but I can barely help myself. I wonder if all that bullying has worn her down. I can see how it would. I have to make an effort to talk to her more often, maybe invite her to tea or a movie. Although she's an adult, I bet she's not allowed to watch R-rated films. Then there's Victoria Chase, the elite of Blackwell Academy and a total bitch. And I hate saying that. I just don't know why somebody who's so rich and beautiful needs to be so fucking mean. 18-year-olds at a prestigious academy should be evolving into artists and scholars, not reality show contestants. Victoria does everything for maximum drama. She actually wastes her time calling me out in class and taunting Kate Marsh. For reals? For reals. I wish her parents could see her in action. They'd cut off that trust fund fast. Then again, she's in the Vortex Club, and they seem to own the school, so maybe that's why she doesn't give a shit. The odd thing is that she does know art and photography. She can even say all those French names that break my tongue. Her work is a little cold, but she has a good eye. She also has an eye for Mr. Jefferson, which is so obvious that I'm embarrassed for her. But you do too, Max. She does everything but sit in his lap. He keeps his distance, though. We can all tell she's trying to win the Everyday Heroes contest. I'm sure it drives her crazy when there's somebody she can't buy or seduce. Ha! Where is Rachel Amber? Even though Blackwell Academy feels so remote and tranquil, you still get sad reminders of reality, like missing person posters literally wallpapered all over campus. I already know her name through osmosis. I guess she was a popular student here and vanished 6 months ago. Rachel has a great picture on her missing person poster. She looks posed and pretty, like a model. Of course, I wonder who took the photo. Did she run away from home? I'd like to hope so, for her sake. It's so depressing, and I feel awful for her parents. What a shitty thing to go through. Sigh. No matter how much Blackwell seems like a secret bubble of knowledge, you can't escape the real world. And it keeps going. Just when I thought Victoria Chase would be the worst of my social problems, now I have to deal with Nathan Prescott. But I guess he was the one who triggered my crazy rewind power by shooting that girl in the bathroom. He's 19 and already a scary fucking prick. I guess I have a little advantage on Nathan by being able to manipulate time, but if he shoots me, I may not be able to reverse anything. I have to be careful around him, especially since he's obviously got friends in high places, as his family last name is practically branded on every building here at Blackwell. His money against mine. On one hand, I do kind of feel bad for Nathan because he doesn't seem to be in control, like he's doped up or over-medicated. On the other, he's an asshole who nobody has called out. And he almost did kill, a girl on campus. Should I go straight to the police? What do I say about my rewind power? Like I'd say anything. I just have to watch my own back from now on. Oh, school days. Whoa, I swear that security guard is the biggest ass here, and that's saying a lot. He always treats everybody like they've committed a crime or they're about to commit one. He grilled me in the hall today, and I thought he was going to arrest me. I don't know much about him, but I heard he was kicked out of the army or something. So of course he would end up at Blackwell Academy in charge of security. Aren't you supposed to feel, I don't know, secure on campus? Bro dude swaggers everywhere with that badge and gun like he's looking to tase somebody. He would make a good photo portrait of authority, though. Who does a guy like that marry? I feel sorry for his family. It would be like living in a barracks. Shudder. Just another person I have to avoid at Blackwell. Collect them all. And then we find out that he's poor Chloe's stepdad. Alright, that's that part. And we have... we're getting kind of long here, but let's try and finish up the journal. So, okay. Oh, is this just pictures of everything we've seen? Okay. Now wait. Some of these are not drawn and some are. Does this mean there were a lot of photo taking opportunities that I missed? Alright, we'll have to see how that works out. Okay, and then this is stuff. Okay, things that we looked at all the different places. And our messages. Alright.
Whoa. Hello, zombie face. This is what happens when you research quantum physics all night.
Well, let's see if you can rewind and go to sleep. Now, actually, we're gonna go ahead and wind the episode down here. I know this was a lot of time spent on the journal, but I think it's good that we're all caught up on it now. It gives us a little more detail about what's going on, and moving forward, I'm going to do a better job at checking it periodically so we don't have to do a big catch-up episode again. I'm going to go ahead and stop. Yeah, we'll stop here, which I did just say. And next time, we'll head over to the shower, move things on from here, see what else we can find. It's probably going to be too late to go and try and find that pregnancy test in Dana's room, but I gotta give it a shot, so we'll meet you there.